Good day to all. Good day to all. Good day to all. It's another day. The sun came up. It's a beautiful day. We're going to talk about this is probably as close as I'm going to get to a current event kind of topic because I'm not the hot topics chaser type. I got a lot of stuff in my mind that I'm trying to work out and unwind. And this is my location to do that and to take some criticism or take some compliments or whatever it is and allow my team or my group to help mold and shape my thoughts and ideas on things. So, or, just look at the boundaries or the possibilities of things. Okay. But anyway, let's get to it. The topic of this video, of this pod, or whatever you want to call it, is red versus blue. Why do I use that? Well, this is simplification on the highest scale, man. I think when like my definition of genius is when somebody takes something really complex and above everybody's understanding and simplifies it so everybody can have understanding. Not when you take something complex, simplify it so you can control simple people's minds. That's a totally different manipulation of that thing, that idea. And to me, that's what I see when I'm looking at the map last night as they're putting red in this county and blue on this county and red in this state. And I'm just looking at it, it's just like it's I mean, I don't care if let's just okay. Let me just first start with some of my posts that I shared last night. And from there we'll just continue on with this because I want to talk about this a little bit, but I just don't want to go too far into it. But I really want to give some hope to those who feel like they lost, because all you lost was your perception of something. Okay, the reality is the same. Okay, you're waking up. If you make your bed is made. If you brush your teeth, if you call somebody and tell them you love them, that's what you did. Okay, whoever's in that office up there doesn't change that part. Okay, so grab your reality by the horns and take control of it and stop being controlled by it. Okay. All right. So my first post was basically Bloods versus Crips, but it's the red versus the blue. The red team, it looks like the red team is off to a strong start early in the voting. Okay. Then a few hours after that, classic divide and conquer politics. Republican versus Democrat, white versus black or brown, male versus female, rich versus poor, gay versus straight. These are the posts that I was putting up last night as this was going down. The next one was, in hindsight, I bet the Dems wish they treated JFK Jr. and Tulsi better. They were forced out of the blue crew and won with the Reds. Okay. So this was just the reason I'm sharing that is because I just want you to understand that I'm not biasing this. I'm not here to celebrate and say, "Oh, we won," or "I won." There's no win like that. Okay, but if you can get what I'm about to put down for you, it's the simplicity of this that is the disrespect of it. Okay, and I'm gonna probably ruffle some feathers with this. This is like sports. People wear their different colors, they wear their teams, but in reality, you have no stake, no ownership in it. You're not making no money if the team does bet, like none of that. It's just like something to just pass time, I would guess. So that's how I see it when I just look at a football game and it's the Cowboys and the Chiefs, and it's just like red versus blue. You know what I mean? And everybody, oh, I just want the red people to do good. I want the blue people to do bad, whatever it is. It's like it's just it's super simplifying something that's much more complicated. Those are men down there with lives and families that are putting their health on the line. And the worst thing I hate to see is somebody getting hurt. Thing I love the most is after the games when you see the camaraderie of all these multi-millionaire men showing that there's some unity with them. So that's just to give it a metaphor of sports. I see the way they broke down the country and the demographics of all that into colors. Like you just wanted this to turn blue or this to turn red. And so I just saw it as the reds and the blues. Okay. And I kind of went through this. So let me just use the topic because I'm going through my thumbnails here. But simplifying complexities is genius. But in this case, it's to herd the sheeple. And a lot of people, let me speak to this. Um, my biggest problem with politics and voting. Yeah, I did. But let me tell you the biggest problem I have with it is that I think mentally what people do is they mentally shut down after they vote. They've passed the problem on. Oh, they're going to take care of it. Oh, I listened to what they said they're going to do. Now they're going to do it. And then you sit back and don't do nothing about it. Okay? But that's the problem is that I pass the problem on mentality. It's a complete unaccountability. And that's not what we're trying to do here. Okay. Um, Not one thing about my agenda for the next years comes or will change regardless of the winner of this thing, okay, of this presidency. So, what I mean by that, I spoke to this in a video I did a couple of weeks ago, which was just basically why politics don't matter. And the truth of the matter is, no matter who's in that office, your world is going to be the most affected by what you do and don't do, how you treat people and don't treat them, the things you say and don't say, the energy you put or impart into things. And if you keep your power there and understand the actual power that you have, you won't see this as, oh, a loss. It's just a change at the top. I hope it means better for our country and the way it relates with other nations. And I hope that part is better. I really do. But for the majority, for the main stake of this, this is about what you do and uh, how you architect or design your reality and what you put into your household, your family, your friends, how you spend your time. Turn this around and look at yourself. Put a mirror up and see where you can be the answer to all your woes, not somebody you're hoping to vote in that you hope is going to do what they say they're going to do. And I just don't have my hope ride on that. I hope whoever's there is peaceful, and I hope that world relations are better. I hope that our I hope that our view in the world's eyes is better by the actions that we push out. I hope that. Okay. But on a personal level, we got a bunch of drama and BS going on that don't really have nothing to do with no politics. And that's not where it's going to get fixed or repaired. In my eyes, this is just my opinion. Okay. But just know you're welcome to comment, get in the comments, speak on it. Let's talk about it. Let's get to it. Okay. But with that said, there's pros and cons to everything. You might not have got some of the pros you wanted, and hopefully you don't get all the cons that you were anticipating. But what I'm saying to you is there's pros and cons to either side. Okay. And one thing we'll never know is the what she would have done if she would have had 4 years, because we're not going to see that. So it's going to always be an argument against what's going on in the present. And oh, well, if this would have happened, she would have probably, well, yeah, you know, vice versa. Okay. So with that, I'm going to shut this down and just say that's what I came here to say on this Wednesday. And with that, peace to y'all. All right. Peace to all of y'all. All right. And this is Nurture Tomorrow Humanity. This is my Wednesday, and I'm signing off. Peace.